We grew up with ninjas who trained in the dark, scions who screamed through loss, and kids who ran towards battles they could not win, just to protect their friends. On the outside, it looked like fiction, but anime was not just a show, it was feeling animated. We thought we were watching action, but we were learning sadness, loneliness, rage, longing, and guilt. These characters did not just fight villains, they fought with themselves, and so we did. They told us if you train hard enough, you win. If you never give up, people will respect you. If you believe in yourself, anything is possible. So we believed. We worked hard, we stayed loyal, we kept going, even when the world told no to us. But real life is not a training arc. Hard work does not always bring reward. Not everyone claps for your transformation. Therefore, when we fell behind, we blamed ourselves. We grew up loving Goku and Naruto. They did not want to save the world, they wanted to break it. Not to help everyone, but to fix what they thought was wrong. And we felt that. Because while the world said, be good, we were angry at systems, at schools, at society. These characters did not ask permission. They did not beg for understanding. They took control, and that felt like freedom. They made us feel powerful. But power is anime is a warning, not a reward. Lilach traded loyalty for strategy. Therefore, our revelation was never just cool, it was dangerous. When we copied their attitude, we started seeing kindness as weakness. We turned silence into superiority. We wore rage like armor. These were not just villains, they were hurt boys, dressed like revolutionaries, and maybe we were too. Anime showed us how revolution can start with pain. But if we are not careful, it ends with isolation. Anime did not just show action, it showed feeling, unfiltered, unsanitized, uncensored. We saw the grief that never healed, love that never reached the other side, regret, guilt, loneliness in their rawest form, and we felt it deeply. Anime gave us permission to cry, but it did not always teach us how to get back up. Therefore, many of us learned how to break but not how to heal. We romanticized sadness, we made it part of our identity. We mistook emotional intensity for emotional maturity. Yes, anime opened us up, but when the episode ended, we were still sitting in the dark, waiting for someone to tell us what to do with everything we felt. It built our inner core, but also our chaos. Anime gave us moral compass. It taught us loyalty matters more than success. That friends are worth fighting for, that pain is part of growing. We did not just watch values, we adopted them. Never give up. Protect your people. Sacrifice for love and for stand your ground. But those same codes often turned into our prisons. We stayed in toxic friendships because anime taught us to never give up on people. We overworked ourselves because we thought pain was proof of purpose. We left loyalty override logic because we romanticized sacrifice. Therefore, many of us began confusing endurance with self worth. We thought if we were not hurting, we were not growing. If we were not struggling, it did not mean anything. Anime did not just teach us to fight, it taught us to break beautifully. But we never asked at what cost. We learned how to hold on, but not when to let go. We learned how to push through pain, but not when to pause. Anime gave us code, but without balance, even a novel code becomes a curse. Anime never gave us perfect heroes. It gave us broken people, flawed, bitter, tired, confused, sometimes angry, sometimes cruel, and sometimes us. They were not just villains, they were traumatized, they were not born evil, they were made to lose, neglect, humiliation, betrayal. But here's what anime did differently. It did not excuse them, it explained them. It said, look, this is what happens when you ignore pain. This is what happens when the world refuses to listen. We did not just root for them, we understood them. And in doing that, we began to understand part of ourselves, the anger, the jealousy, the shame, The part that smiled outside but screamed inside. The part that wants to burn it all down when no one listens. And therefore became a mirror, not to who we wanted to be, but to who we were afraid we already were. And maybe that's what made it beautiful, because unlike most media, anime did not say be good, it said be honest. Anime did not just try to fix us, it showed us that the shadow was never the end, just a part of journey. Anime did not raise us with rules, it raised us with emotions. And sometimes that was messy. It made us feel rage too young, love too fast, loneliness too deeply, hope too desperately. But maybe that's why it worked, because no one else taught us how to feel. Not schooling, not family, not society. Anime did. It gave us space to cry, characters who said it's okay to hurt, it's okay to not be okay, it's okay to keep growing anyway, and that stayed with us. Therefore, maybe anime did not just entertain us, it trained us to hold grief without collapsing, to fight without hate, to love without guarantee, to walk alone and still keep walking. Anime did not give us all the answers, but it taught us how to live with the questions. And that's something even real life still struggles to do. We thought anime was about fighting, but really it was about feeling. And feeling, even when it hurts, is what keeps us human. The type of videos we are doing on Edited TV, if you feel it can be of your use in your business, your startup, feel free to contact me on my WhatsApp number provided in description.